Oh God, I need more coffee. You got 1 hour and you got 2 hours of work to do. You pound the coffee and by God you get it done. Let's see. Oh, the big show's coming up. What day is this? Somebody let me know when it's Sunday, okay? So we can get that right. What's this thing? RB Area made this. God love him. I gotta put some music to it. There. Hey, we got it. Now, Ken is my dad. No, Dingleberry, no. Go back to your room right now. You are grounded forever. For the rest of your life. Look, right after this show at 9 o'clock, that's 2 hours from now, we're going to start the coin seminar weekend number 3. This is the February version. You want to get in on that. We're going to start off with Ricer and the camera that will never, ever focus no matter what. We're going to start off with Ricer's Treasure Hunting Emporium. He always kicks it off. It's a good spot for him. Yeah. Watch it. It's good. He's going to talk about some hoard from the 30s. No, hoard. D. Put a D on the end. There you go. Okay. What we do on Friday night, we sell stuff. This is how I make my bread and butter. We'll wait for people to get in. It says 7 people, but there's like 37 comments. There we go. We got Blues, we got Bets, we got Paula, we got Lincoln, we got Amanda, we got Dingleberry. Yeah, keep an eye on Dingleberry. He's new. Okay, we sell coins. Now I get out there and I hunt for stuff, and sometimes I find some pretty good deals, and sometimes I don't. I got one here. No matter what, I'll never ever make a profit on that. I think I paid too much, and well, I was going to send it back, then went on a cruise and came back and forgot about it. Then I found it. Okay, well, it's like I've had it for like 2.5 months. What are you going to do? Welcome to Friday Night Madness, says Paula. This is a live auction. Now, a lot of these things, because I got a lot of stuff and we want to get through it, a lot of these are going to be a buy it now price. If there's an auction, I'm going to tell you. And we have a starting price. We also have a buy it now. And whenever the starting price, whenever the bids reach the buy it now price, it's out the door. Because I'm not going to sell, you know, a $5 proof set for $14. That doesn't fly around here. But we do have some good stuff. Now, we do have some early birds for you people that have stopped in early. We got 2 of them today. Well, I'd probably do 3 with those Canadians. Okay, number 1. All right, let's get rid of this. I don't need the keyboard anymore. Okay, where are we? I got spare paper. Okay, we're good. All right, the first one we got, I picked up some Buffalo nickels this week and got tearing through them. I had them all over the desk here for a while. I just got them picked up, as a matter of fact, but I didn't have the time to sort them and properly package them. But these are the keepers. There are some culls, and we picked those out. But the early bird tonight is a Buffalo nickel folder. It's a Whitman folder, brand spanking new. Right, you even got the original propaganda, I think that's in there. You can send that off with some money and they send you money, more, different money. And these are pretty slick. You got, let me fold that up. Okay, and these Buffalo nickel folders, you got every date, every mint mark, listed, in order, right? You got 3 pages to work with here. This is a staple for the collection, for the hobby. They really are. Whitman's been making these for decades, and if you're new to collecting, it's a fantastic way to cut your teeth, to organize your systems. What do we got? We're going to have 1 of these and 10 Buffalo nickels that will all be full date. It's hard to get these with full dates a lot of times. You get them as a partial date. They're wore out, they're scratched up, but we're going to put in 10 that aren't screwed up, plus the folder. $14. Grab it. Now these 10 are probably going to be in the 30s, but they will be full date, and they're going to be in decent shape and not screwed up. And that's our early bird. If you want to have one of those, just let me know. The best way to let me know is speak up and chat. Now, if you're new to buying on this channel, Lincoln's going to ask you things like, why aren't you around here all the time? He's going to ask you things like, do you have a PayPal account? Because I accept PayPal and only PayPal. I make my living buying it, flipping it over, making a few bucks profit. These are $14 for these. Oh, and I have 4 available, and then I'm out of folders again. But I can always get more folders. But I've got 4 available for the early bird. Next item for the early bird, where are you here? I got these Canadian pennies down here at my feet, and I just don't have time to get through them. I got a couple thousand of them, I'm sure. So I've got Canadian pennies, $2 a roll. Now, mind you, at three rolls, you cross the threshold and we get into £1. So the shipping has to be added to this. So if you're new, wait for me to send you an invoice. And I'll always need your email address. So contact me right there and say, hey, Ken, it's me, Blues Coins. My real name is Fred Smith. All right, and here's my email address for sending a PayPal invoice. And that's going to straighten things out because I've got some people, they get a different screen name than their real name and what's on their shipping address because that's their wife or girlfriend. And their email address is, you know, habitachat.com. And it makes no sense. I've got several different names. We got to straighten that out. But the Canadians, mostly these are 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Not too much newer. There are some BUs in there, some old ones on occasion. What's that one? I can't guarantee what's going to be in there. I'm just going to count them out 50 at a time. But you do get some older ones in there. And we cannot focus. Hide that and I can focus. The light plays tricks with this. Well, anyway, you got young heads, you got old heads, you got really old heads. Here she is. She's almost a mummy on this one. What was that one? That's a guy. That's a king. What's his name? King George V. That's an older one. What is the date? That's a 1934 with a spot on it. Anyway, it's $2 per roll for Canadians. Let me know. Paul, are you going to take one of those folders? I got to write you down here. Did I have a space already? There's one. Paula. Yep. That'll work. Oh, and I found that Eisenhower. I cheated you on that last order. I shipped a couple of Eisenhowers to Paula, what, 2 weeks ago. You know, the 71S with the peg leg and the 71S without the peg leg. And somehow she got a bicentennial. These things happen. Look, if I screw up your order, I'll try to make good. I really will. Let's see if we can get this out of there so we get more light. I'm just a man. I screw up from time to time, but I'll try to make it right as best I can. But I found your peg leg, so we'll get that out to you. Why are you looking at my pennies? Dude, these are wonderful things. Canadians, they're entirely collectible. They don't make the darn things anymore, which is one particular advantage in favor of collecting them. Geez, they go back. That's a young head. What's the date there? 1962. There are errors and varieties on there that are uncatalogued. Amy just found a nice little a double die there and showed me pictures. Will you make your order right? Ken will make, and if I can't make it right, I'll make it left. Yeah, they got Ben and Eileen. There's some kids growing up the street, right? The Dovers. There we go. Madding, you gonna take one of the early bird buffaloes? I've got you right there. Now, Madding, I'm gonna need your email, so make sure you contact me, and don't pay for anything until at least the end of the show. So we want to add account for everything that's in the list, account for shipping. If you're new, I'd do better to send you an invoice. It works pretty well for me. If you have your total, you know what it is. You've got the shipping included. Yeah, you can go ahead and pay. But give me a list, because I still have to go through and reassemble a list, make sure what I have on my list matches what you have on your list, and the payments are right. Otherwise, we got to start over. It works. Hey, there's Ricer. There, Ricer's going to come on at 9 o'clock with the first show on the Coin Seminar weekend. There we go. They work at IHOP. Where's that button? There. It's always handy to have a laugh track at the ready. Okay, Early Bird is the folder right here, Buffalo nickel folder, brand spanking new, right? And you got how many holes in there? Let me show this to you so you can see it. There you go. That's the whole darn folder, and you got it's got the story of the Buffalo nickel there, and you just fill it up. Now I'm going to put 10 Buffalo nickels in there. You're going to have full dates, and they'll probably be 30s, and it's a good. Geez, if you know somebody in your family who's kind of, they got a wheat penny in there, it's like That's how you can get them. Hey, look, I got you some buffaloes. $14 gets 10 nickels and the folder. And then you got to account for shipping. There's another $4 in there. Look, shipping has gone up, and they changed the way they do the shipping. It's zonal. Right? It's based on weight and zone. So I've got it worked out. I'm doing $4 for less than a pound, $8 for over a pound, and over a pound I can get a lot in a package. But if you're close and the shipping is nowhere near $4, I'll refund, like, dollar increments, so you don't get soaked too bad. But most of the people are going to be paying. I'm looking at $3.88 is typical for what I pay for shipping. So we're doing $4 and $8, and if you pay too much, I'll refund you. But that way we're covered. Yep. He sends good-looking buffalo. Yeah, I got a bunch of good-looking buffaloes here. We got piles of them. I mean, piles. I went through and we found some good ones. Oh, let's see. Give you an idea of what will work, what won't. Here's a scope. Okay, there's a buffalo. What you're talking about? That's not a full date. How about this one? That's a full date. Any question? That's a full date. All right, but this one I got some scrapes across the top. He wouldn't go in. They're going to be full date and decent looking. That's not a full date. That's a partial date. What's this one? This one's got crud on it. Okay, but it's a full date. Well, it's full date and crud. That wouldn't make it. These buffaloes are not expensive. They're full date, right? Not screwed up. This is the kind of thing you'd be looking at. 10 of those, and they're all going to be different, so we get 10 different buffaloes. It's a start to a collection is all it is. And he always had to have a mask on so he wouldn't bite anyone. Wow, I totally missed what Jeff was talking about. Okay, there's one more early bird. We have the Canadian pennies. $2 a roll. Just let me know how many rolls you like. You're looking at, shipping going up after 2 rolls, but I can probably do around 30 to 40 rolls. It's not a problem. $2 a roll. Okay, we got another one, and I've got 10 of these. You're gonna love these. Okay, it's in a box. Okay, so 2008 Bald Eagle commemorative coins. They're clad. There you go. You get the original everything. The boxes are pristine, untouched, perfectly stored. These are right off the shelf. These are brand spanking new. Well, they're 11 years old now. Okay, get the sleeve. So you get the fine presentation box. They're not screwed up. Sometimes you get these things and they're all just worn on the edges. The corners are dog-eared. They're screwed up. These are $19 each. I have 10 available. We have the beautiful silvery lining. Okay, certificate of authenticity and the red, white, and blue box. These are so totally photogenic. You get the little baby eagles. Let me turn it over. Okay, 2008. Says Challenger at the top, and that is the bird's name. This is Challenger the bald eagle. That's nothing to do with the space shuttle. That is the guy's name, the bird. Maybe it's a she, I don't know. There it is. But it's a handsome, proud bird. And that's 2008 S. Okay, $19 a piece. You're going to find them, they typically sell around 22, 23. Okay, and here you have let's have a look. You get the cutest the chicks love these things. Oh, look at the little baby birds. Yep, you get 2 hatchlings. What do they call them? Eaglings? Eaglets? Egrets? Eaglets. There you go, and you get an egg. So give it time and that'll hatch. I got one right here actually. Where is it? Oh, look. Here's a baby bird. Huh? This is my chicken's baby pictures. And well, he's almost as cute as the eagles. Oh! Oh God. Oh Jesus. Please stand by. Oh my goodness. Oh the inhumanity. Jesus. This could be a minute. Okay, everything's under control as of right now. We're going to be okay. Most of us. I've got breakfast already started for tomorrow. There we go. These are the Clad 2008 S Proof Eagle $50. Let's have a look at that under the scope. Okay, there's the scope. And there we go. There's nothing at all wrong with these. It's all original packaging. They haven't been taken out and screwed up. There's the good egg. There we go. If they were done in gold, would this be a Willy Wonka coin? Have a look. The cutest little birdies you ever did see. That's what they really look like. They have hair instead of feathers. Well, they're actually feathers, but they're very fine feathers. The chicks will like these. Chicks? Whoops. Where's the chicks? And have a look at the back. You get Challenger the Eagle here. That's him. That's a proud, handsome fellow. And that's the name of the bird, not the space shuttle. Standing in front of the flag. That's about as patriotic a coin as they come. $50. United States of America. S-Mint. Flawless. Okay, acrylic holders. $19 a piece. There we are. Eggs and bacon. Eggs and beans. There we go. Okay, 10 are available. Do we have any takers yet, Lincoln? Make sure I get you written down before we move on. They're nice. You'll like these. Okay, and I got them in the sleeves and the bags. We're taking good care of these. Where'd the bags go? Doesn't have egg on it, does it? Looks okay. Jeff's going to take one. Let me get you recorded. There we go. Eagles. Jeff W. When did Jeff W? Ken shall now be Aussie number 2. I don't get the reference. Dude, I'm a geek. I don't follow that sort of thing most of the time. There's hidden. One for Lincoln. Yep. And I also have your 71S Ike, as per our agreement. Yeah. I've got a couple more that have not sold. We'll show those off later. Okay, there we go. Let's close out these early birds. Buffalo nickel folder, 10 good looking, decent full date nickels, $14 for that. Right? We got the Canadian pennies by the roll. I have not inspected them. There's some good stuff in there. $2 a roll. Just let me know how many. Okay, and we have the Bald Eagle commemorative coins, $19 a piece. I'll probably bump that up $1 and do $20 a piece later on. We'll go from there. If we have any left. They're good. It's a nice commemorative. The moderns. Ronnie Joe's going to take an eagle. Ronnie Joe. Make sure I get your email address, Ronnie Joe. There you go. That's what it looks like. That's how I ship it out. So it's in a plastic holder. It's going to stay clean. Doesn't get screwed up. I got them over here in a box. No, sir. I was saying Jeff wanted one, not me. Cross that one off. Why don't you want one? Do you not like birds? You the anti-bird coalition? Get yourself a bird. Okay. Remember, Ricer, 1 hour and, Jesus, 40 minutes. We got to move on because we have limited time. I didn't want to do the coin seminar weekend. It's for training and learning, and my normal time for this show is about 8 o'clock. But we're starting the seminar weekend at. You have it already, says Tim. Okay, 19 for you, Hidden. I had to move the show up to 7 o'clock so we can get the coin seminar weekend going. So Jeff W takes 2. Jeff W. There you go. We got you down. That works. Tim Garrett says 19. That's what they are. Okay, next up on the list, I got these slabs. And, dude, I got a lot of slabs. We had some, a couple weeks ago, but there's some more that's supposed to come in, but they didn't come in. Well, they finally came in. The guy says, come on down and take a look. And he says, I want this much for it. I said, dude, I only got this much. I got less. He says, well, okay. We got a lot of silvers in here. Okay, let's follow up. First off, I've got 3. And these are all proofs. These are all quarters, all proof 69 deep cameo. All right, we've got 1 silver here. There it is. right there. And then we get into the states. Okay, 78S, Proof 69, Deep Cameo. Real sharp. Right, we've got the 94S. 84S, which, there it is. Again, real sharp, Proof 69. We have a starting bid on these. Where are you? 3/4, 78, 84. $20 a starting bid because we've got a silver in here. There's a $20 starting bid and a $30 buy it now. All three, one money. 1996S silver. Of course, that's got the eagle on the back. They started making 90% proofs again back in '92. All right, and they come out in, I've got one right here. They produce them and ship them out in black box sets, so it's a silver proof set. But they take them out on occasion because they want the $half a lot of times, and sometimes they slab them up. Well, these companies, they have what do you call them, contracts where they can, slab so many per year, and if they don't have stuff worth slabbing, they send in these things apparently. Lots of silvers, lots of proof 69s. There you go. But this is what the set would typically look like. Right, the penny, nickel, dime, quarter, and half, and they're 90%, all of them. Real sharp. Well, we've got a couple of the whole sets coming. Blue says 20. What are the pay options? PayPal is the option. Works great, and if you pay by PayPal, it would be goods and services only. If you make a mistake and pay using friends and family, I'll fix that and refund the entire amount, and that'll work. But we use PayPal here. It's quick, it's easy. Dude, it's wonderful for record keeping, especially. So pay has to be my pal, right? There are times you don't make sense, Hidden. This is one of those times. So if you don't have PayPal, I'm afraid you're not going to be able to get involved in this auction. There we go. Okay, all three of these. We have a starting bid already met of $20, and yeah, they're going to go at that price. That's not a crack. That's actually the wire that holds that camera in place, that keeps the camera plugged in. Okay, the slabs are in great shape. This is the 84. That's clad. Black and white, hardcore cameos. We've got $20 so far, and we're going to move ahead. Not current? Okay, I won't be able to help you. There we go. Make sure, by the way, that your PayPal shipping address is correct. I've got people, they say, send it to this address, send it to that. There's one of me. Seriously, I'm going to print up whatever's on that PayPal invoice. So it's up to you to make sure your information is correct. Okay, that's the 78S. Absolutely stunning black and white cameo. And the other is the 96 silver. Long time since I used it. Well, break it out of mothballs. There you go, 96S, and that's silver 90%, and you can see the edge. Yeah, it's white. Where are you? We can see that barely, but there's your back of that. Black and white all the way across. And these silvers are just so much brighter than the clads. They really are. These look great. Yeah, they're black and white. They have that gray copper nickel hint to it. And these are just blast white. Remove Tim's cell. I haven't sold them anything yet. Okay, if you don't have PayPal, I'm not going to be able to help you. Just move on. We got $20 as a starting bid, and we're going to keep on moving. There's Dime Digger. I have not been to the post office yet, by the way, so your book is still over there on top. We're working on it. I'll get to the post office one day, because it's medium mail. It's a little slower, but it'll be like $4. We're going twice, and we'll take that to Blues. Blues has 3. Now, if you get 10 or more slabs, I'm going to include the blue box because they're starting to build up again. Right? 10 slabs or more, we get a free blue box. But the shipping, of course, is going to be $8 at that point. Okay, next up, we have all five 1999s. Now, last time we did it with the state flags. These are the state quarters. They have the flags on them. So there, now you got to get all 50. Well, I didn't have the 99s in that package. Now we do. We got New Jersey with a crossing of Delaware. Yeah, we got a good price on these. This is $50 for all 5 1999s. If you got to have just the one date, I can do that, but it's going to be $12. And that's per coin. Otherwise, take all 5 for 50. There we go. Pennsylvania. You've got, oh, ain't that a peach? That's Georgia. Georgia peaches. These are all proof 69 deep cameo. You can get proof 70, but you're going to be spending something like 30, 35, 40 bucks per coin. And some of them, they have so few proof 70s that yeah, the prices tend to go up. These are the clads, and we'll get into silvers. I got, what, 2 dates in clads. The others were the 2003. And then I got a pile of silvers. And these are all the state quarters with the flag holders. Yep. So this is what you call position B. Look at this. They had to turn the darn things over. This is upright, right? So that's the way they intend to show it. But position B, they put the label on the bottom. Well, it's just that it's the same darn holder, just turned upside down. That's all it is. Okay, Delaware, Georgia. We've got Connecticut, so you get that tree. Is that a double die? God, this one would be a nightmare to find a double die. Class 8 in one of those? Forget it. We got $50 for this whole batch. 1999S, proof 69 deep cameo, all the state flag quarters produced that year. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. $50, take them all. There's Gare. How you been? Silver coming up. It may be a peach, but the Pennsylvania one is a keystone of the set. And that's included. There's Georgia. There's Delaware. There's Pennsylvania. And for 99, well, the 99s tend to draw a little bit more. It's the first year they made these things. And a lot of people snatched them up. So they're kind of not quite so much circulating around. There it is. Where you get them all. Now, if you want one, we'll do $12 a piece. There you go. Bid closed. We'll keep on moving. They're still available. Look, if you're watching this show after the sale, after the live sale, I may still have items available. Hit the email and said, dude, you still got those? And I probably do. Okay, the 2003, we've got Alabama, Arkansas, same thing, $50, take all 5. That's $10 a piece. Illinois, Missouri. What's in the back of Missouri? Oh, the arches. They got the McDonald's thing, or half of McDonald's. And the last one is Maine. There you go. Now, Maine and Missouri came in together. Missouri, of course, that came in as a slave state, so the compromise to keep the balance between the slave states and the free states, this is 1820, they came up with the Missouri Compromise. So they took half of Massachusetts, cut it off, and said, now you're Maine. And there it is. Bill Betts wants Delaware singled out. Delaware's a 2009. 1999. That's New Jersey. Delaware. Right there, Delaware. Delaware. $12 individually. There you go. That's yours, baby. That's what it's going to look like. You can copy that number and run it through 327444139. That's the one I'm going to send you. And that's a clad Delaware. You got it, baby. Okay. Hey, have you got your state? That's mine. Well, I'm in Florida, but I grew up in Maine. I'm born and raised in Maine, so that's kind of like my state. Okay, right now I'm a transplant, and dude, there's no snow here. You got snow? Amy just put up a video. She got a lot of mail, but she got a lot of snow too. Okay, 2003, all 5 of them, $50. Take them, or we move on. How much is a copy of the final exam? I can't give that to you. There we go. We're going to move on to box number 2. There we go. There's box number 1. Box number 2, we have, okay, you like this one. Remember how I said I got a good price on those silvers? From last week's show, I got a batch of the 2007 S clad that were left over. Well, I'll tell you what, let's set these up and combine them with the silver. Right, so we got Wyoming. Giddy up, cowboy. There it is. Okay. You've got, along with the Wyoming, the silver Utah. What's in the back of Utah? Promontory Point. There you go, the railroad spike. Dude, I don't know what would take off 1 point on these. They are delicious. I do have the flags on the backs. This is what, Washington, with a fish. Apparently to live in Washington, you have to be able to fish. I'm not making this up. That's a true story. Okay, this is 100 all 10. So you got the 5 clad and the 5 silver, all 2007. There we are. All of them $100 even. Da-da-dum, 2007 Montana. It's got a dead animal on the back. 2003 singles are $12 a piece for singles. You take all 5, and yeah, we sold the Delaware to 99. The 2003 singles are 12, $10 each if you take them all. 2007, all of them. Whoa! You're gonna fall in the eggs. 2007, all the clad here. And all the silver is 100. Gary, I don't do international shipping. I'm sorry, I don't do international shipping. I can leave them on my porch for you. I know you're, I hate to be unfair. You're a good guy. I watch your videos. I love the music. You got a cute little daughter. And the countryside up there is nuts. Dude, it's gorgeous. Gary gets on this boat. He hangs around the harbor. He's got some great videos. He lives up in Norway. Yeah. But I don't ship internationally. Well, first off, the shipping is excessive. And I bill you for that, but I don't need the hassle of the paperwork. I don't need the hassle of trying to find out the laws for several different countries. Some allow their citizens to buy silver, some don't. Rich H, you're going to take that? Let me find you here. Okay, the silver and the clad. That's box one, number 2. Yeah, right there, Rich H. Yeah, and this, because you get 10, comes with a blue box. There we go. Yeah, there's a few people that are international. There's Gare. There's oldies and goodies, right? Down in Australia. No, I'm thinking hi-ho silver. Down in Australia, we got the one girl in the Canary Islands. There's great people out there, but when you get into international shipping, it's a region I don't want to go, and I'm going to avoid that. I don't take it personally because it's not about you. It's about me being too darn lazy to fill out forms and learn stuff. Okay, Rich H, you got those. Next up is more silver. Okay, what do you got here? 2007s, all by themselves. And check this out, I got 2 batches of 2007s all by themselves. We got Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, Washington, all over again, all 5. Yeah, we're doing $50 a piece on these. Take all 5. And I've got 2 sets of 2007 silvers. Bill wants the 2003. All 5 of the 2003s. There we go. 2003 clad. You're taking all 5 is $50, and that's Bill Betts. You got it, baby. Okay, I've got 2 sets of the silver quarters for 2007. 2 sets. Now I usually do 5 for $50 on the clad. But I pretty much, you know, walked into the store and said, I'll give you nothing for those. And he said, okay. I've got 50 bucks, which is $10 a piece. Just the Missouri. Okay, I'm going to cross this out. Bill Betts, Missouri. 12, Bill Betts. Who got the Delaware? I wrote down Delaware, $12, but I didn't write a name. Who got the Delaware quarter? Bill Betts, Missouri, 2003, $12. Got it. I'm sorry, Gare. We're worldwide on YouTube, but I'm not a worldwide guy. Bill got the Delaware. Bill Betts? I got the Delaware. Okay, all right. Yeah, you got him. That'll work. Who's up for 5 silver quarters? Proof 69 deep cameo. 90% silver. All 5. 50 bucks for the batch. Now that's usually what I do for the clads, for the clad price, but I got a really good price on these, so it's not a problem. Open, no, that's a flat rate price. That's buy it now for 50. All 5 for 50. And I've got 2 batches. Lincoln, is that a bid? What year? 2007. All 5 2007 quarters in silver. Sold me. Okay, that's 1. I've got 2 of these. So we take 1 and we set that aside for Lincoln. I still have the other. All 5 2007 silver quarters. Proof 69. 50 bucks. Now, get that price anywhere. Good luck. And Lincoln, I got to remember to write the names down. It's going to be so much easier. Buy it now. Bill just likes to break sets. It's all right. It's no problem. They got, you know, I get more. Rich H is going to take the other one. Rich H. There we go. That's got those. Good. I was thinking, what am I going to do with all these 2007s? Good Lord. That's okay. The answer is get them in, get them out. Okay, what's next? There's another silver coming up next. Get in straight. Here we go. It is 2000. Well, this is out of order. Yeah, it's out of order. Okay, no problem. We got the 2007s. Now we got 2000 silver. Here you go. All silver. 2007. Yeah, we can start the bidding at $50. But at $60, it's sold. Who's in for a $50 starting bid on these? And there's all 5. The Massachusetts, you've got the, whoa, Butterfingers. Eggs don't have, I eat a lot of scrambled eggs. Really. Okay, Massachusetts silver, the Minuteman from Lexington. Okay, the New Hampshire, so you have the Old Man on the Mountain. The Frost got the Old Man a few years back, and now there's no more Old Man on the Mountain. And they had so much logo for the Old Man on the Mountain. They had license plates, they had postcards, they had the letterhead on the, you know, on the New Hampshire state letterhead stuff. The quarter, now it's gone. Lost to history forever. 2000S Virginia. Rich H says 50. What'd I do, Sergeant at Arms? I don't know. Settle down. You'll be okay. There you go. Jamestown settlement and the boats. That's all 5. We're looking for 51. Yeah, 50 bucks for all 5 silver quarters. And that's probably the best deal I've had on silver quarters. Come on, show up. Come on. Maryland. Steeple. There, the old line stage. And we'll do that upside down. And South Carolina. South Carolina snuck in on the 2000. North Carolina got left at 2001. And you get the palmetto in the outline of the state here. Buy now is 60 if you don't want to bid anymore. But it's 50 is the current bid. Let's keep this one moving. I'll be okay at 50. South Carolina, 90%. Maryland, 90%. Virginia. Going once. There's Trey. Trey's going to be in the Coin Weekend seminar. He's get a show for tomorrow. What's that one? New Hampshire. Going twice. And let's call it right there. Looks like Rich H is going to steal those for 50. There you go. All you. But wait, there's more. Okay, next up. I'll put it on this side so I don't have to reach across the screen. Okay, silver. Again, more silvers. These are 2002. Same thing, a $50 starting bid for all 5. Or $60 buy it now if you got to have 2002 silver with the flags. Right, in South Carolina. No. Lincoln, what state is that? There's Mississippi. Okay, what's on the back of Mississippi? A flower. Magnolias. There you go. I have a silver bar and eggs. We'll take it out before you cook it. Wipe it off. Tennessee. Of course, they favor Memphis. It's where Elvis is, had his jungle room. Memphis, Tennessee. All 5 silver, $50 starting bid. $60 to buy it now. Show up. Come on, Ohio. Pioneers in aviation. They didn't actually launch the astronauts. They didn't have anything to do with NASA, although they probably built some parts. The plane was built in South Carolina, or Kitty Hawk. Was that north or south? But the people were born in Ohio, so they say we're birthplace of what do they call it? The birthplace of aviation pioneers. It's kind of a weak hold on history, but well, they got it. Where's the rest of these? Here we go. These are 90% silver. That's why it says silver on the slab. Louisiana, known for really good food in New Orleans and pelicans. And the last one in the batch is Indiana. Indy 500 Raceway. Okay, but you have all the state flags. Lincoln's in with a $50 starting bid. $10 for a slab silver quarter. Yep. Geez, 742. We do need to move on, so let's keep on pushing forward. $50 is the bid. We've met the starting bid. We're good. Let's call it. All silver quarters are 90% silver. 76S silver is a 40%, is it? Am I right? Check that one. We're going once. We're going to go twice, and we're going to move this out the door right now for $50 for Lincoln. Sold me. There you go. Man, I had a nice silver proof set. Lincoln made an offer just a few minutes too late. That did not last. I found that 1960 with a double die on the dime, and 3 people made offers. What do you got here? 2004 silver. Same thing as before. $50 starting bid. $60 buy it now. All 5. We've got Florida. These are silver. You got a boat, you got a space shuttle, and you got a beach. Really, I'd say you got it covered. Wisconsin. I always want to do this like it's, you know, the Miss America pageant. Miss Wisconsin. She's a cow. That's like the cutest cow on any coin. You don't get those too often. Who designs coins with cows? Okay, here we have Texas, all silver. All these coins are silver. The Texas Star, there it is. All my exes live in Texas. Rich says bin. That's $60 is the bin. We got Michigan. We'll show you what we're getting. Where's Amy live? I think Amy's up here in Canada. Up on the Canadian side. One moment, please. Awful stuff. And Iowa, where we have, what is, oh, it's a little schoolhouse. There you go. Rich, you got them. Okay. And Rich is over 10. You're going to get a blue box out of there. What are these? These are clad. Yeah. Okay, 2000, what, 6? Oh, this is the year that was missing from the last show. Okay, same thing here. We got $50 buy it now. These are clad. There's Nevada with the horses. Look for the die chip. You don't get the die chip on these with the pooping horse. Okay, that's $50 buy it now for the whole set of 2006 clad. Nevada, South Dakota with Mount Rushmore and the bird. There we go. And Colorado. They were going to do the whole state on the back, but they said, geez, a rectangle is kind of a dull design. Let's put in some mountains instead. There it is, Colorado. Followed quickly by North Dakota. They went with buffaloes. 2006 on these. These are your state clad copper nickel proofs. 2006, all 5, $50. Oh, that was a buffalo. No, bison. There are no buffalo in America. Okay, and then there's Walmart. They're kind of, okay, we got buffalo in America, but they shop Walmart. Okay, and Nebraska. So you get Chimney Rock in the back of this one. All these are clad, $50. Oops, takes them all. Now Rich says, okay, you got it. You get the state quarters on these. 2006 clad, $50. Rich H. You got them. Drop, drop. I suck at putting these things away. There. That's number 4. We go to number 5. We'll get through these. We got an hour and 15 minutes until Riser comes on. That's all the quarters. That's why that was last. Oh, thank heavens we're through those darn quarters. You got 50 states, 6 territories. You get the same darn thing on the ATBs. It's 112. You got to have the clad. You got to have the silver. You got to have the uncirculated. They got a silver uncirculated. It's hundreds of these quarters you need for the complete set. I made a mistake. I thought it was bid. No, on those clad, $50 is buy it now. Yeah, 50 buy it now. I actually paid more for the clad than I did for the silvers. Believe it or not. Crazy thing. Now, speaking of buffaloes, okay, I got this thing. I got a few spares. I always get, a couple extras like the 78, the 84, and the 96 silver just floating around. Okay, what do you got? It's a 1980S. It's neither Type 1 nor Type 2. It's just a darn Sea Hag proof. 69. $10. We're not even going to bid. $10. Take it. Don't take it. And don't forget to hit the like. I just bought 5 kilos of pennies. Dude, tear it up. Good luck. That'll keep you busy. No joke, 3 likes. And they'll like it better. They'll like it when they get their coins just fine. 1980 S. Susan B. Anthony. They didn't make any of these in silver. Not the first one. This poor girl, she's been neglected, ignored. Well, she got the vote for half the country. That's not too bad. $10 buy it now. We'll move on. Nobody likes Susan. Okay, we're getting some more stuff. Now we have the stuff that I found that's worth it. I got a 2009 proof set only quarters, but I got it for $1.75. Not too bad. If you can get them slabbed and certified, it's one extra edge. Well, you take 9. I about break even on these things. There's not a whole lot of room on a $10 coin. I'm going to hold Kevin Gross. You're going to grab it? Kevin, I'm going to need your email address. Ship it to my email address so I can send you an invoice. There is a $4 shipping charge if you're close and the shipping is nowhere near $4. I'll refund you some bit of that. Okay. We got $10 for Kevin Gross. There we go. And we'll go from there. Now, as long as you pay your invoice before the next sales show, we got no problems. If it comes up and the next sales show comes along and I still have the coin and it's not paid for, I'm going to put it up. and just cancel your invoice. Okay, now we've got Annex. This is an 1864. It's going to be the large motto, 2 cents in AU55. It's a good looker, but you got some marvelous wood grain on this. If that will focus, I'd just be super happy right now. I think it's getting warm. Here we go. We'll get a look at this under the scope. And yeah, it's got fantastic color. The starting bid, $90. And we get $96. Buy it now. Not a whole lot of room there. That would be valuable. Could be. You can get them. They're out there. Okay, where are you? Scope. There's the scope. And this is an 1864. You can see the large motto here. And you can see the colors going across there. And I'm going to try to tilt that so we get a better look without the splashes of brightness in the way. There we go. But you can compare this at AU55 with any 2 centers you have and say, geez, my coin's just as good or better. And what do you know? You could build a reference set of slabs and use that to judge your coins. There's 1864. The $90 is the starting bid. I've looked closely. There's no extra date, no repunch date, nothing fancy. There's a couple of die cracks, but these things are replete with die cracks. There you go. You can have a look. The only real... I don't have a stick handy. Give me another stick. Oh, I cannot get to the sticks. Alright, in upper AU, the wear you're looking at is going to be on some of these leaves, right, where the central vein is missing from just part of the leaf. Right, see, very tops of some of these circles might be just a little bit worn. Right, I'm going to see all the way across all my ribs. Right, and that one right here. Fletching is sweet and tight. Jeff bids $90 is a starting bid. We met that. And I look for 3 sides on the arrows. Now the arrows, it's not the circulation strikes. It's when they run these dies into the ground. The arrows lose their sides and becomes one constant arrow rather than a 3-cut arrow. So that's one thing I like to see on these 2 centers. I like to see 2 sides on those arrows. Because then is it worn or is it a worn die? But when you have the 3, you get the 2 edges on the inside of that arrow, I know I've got a sharper strike and an earlier die. Sold to Jeff W for $90. Let's look at the back. Again, wonderful color across these things. And a pretty sizable die crack going across here. But it does not come back to the rim, so it's just a crack. Another one up in the... These things are terrible with cracks. They bore these dies into the ground. There you go. And I've got most of the central ribs on these upper leaves. That's a good piece. You'll like it. Okay, let me put that back here. We got $90 to Jeff W. You got it. Ricer's back. Very nice pickup, Jeff. Yeah, I'm proud of that one. That's a good one. Okay, I've got a 1923 Monroe half dollar. MS63. We got a little bit of room on this. We're starting the bidding at $110, and the buy it now is $120. Now it's a 1923S, uncirculated MS3. Has some toning, and you're going to get that in some of these old babies, but you still have all the luster even through the tone, because the tone affects the color of the shine rather than the shine. And we'll put that under the loop. You've got Monroe and who else? Adams. Adams in the front, Monroe in the back. Buy it now is $120. And you can probably steal it for $110. It's a quiet night. And on the back you get these 2 chicks, and they're all curled up to form the north and southern hemispheres. And the Monroe Doctrine, of course, as you know, is a mutual protection pact for all the nations of the entire hemisphere. Great color. We'll put that under the scope in just a bit. $110 is the starting bid. And let's have a look. There it is. And you see the toning. 1923, yes. You're going to see the toning. It's good. It's solid. It's mostly kind of a darker gray, so it's early toning. And it's mostly around the edges, which says to me it may have spent some time in a folder. That's what you're looking at. These silvers, when they're toned, they can be tricky to get a decent photograph of. 1963 has a couple of contact marks with my pick. There you go, one right, say here. And that's enough to take it down. One on the on this device on the scroll work here. That's enough to take it down. Look, it's a chick. See, she got her knees up and bent and arm down from Mexico. And this girl's looking up. And she's South America. And here, look, it's apparently they were preparing for Woodstock. Where'd that go? Anybody want to explain this one? I could do some homework and get an idea what that means. Last call. That's right, Gare. Love you to death. Love your work. Dude, you got great videos, but I'm not going to ship internationally. Bid closed. That's one thing that's never changed, is I don't ship internationally. Did it a couple of times, don't do it anymore. Okay, we showed these two off earlier. I've got two of these coming up. Okay, one's still in the bag. I've got two 1909 VDBs, and they're both woodies. This one is a coarse grain, lots of bright, sharp colors. There we go. Lots of bright colors across there. Great contrast. You can see definitely light and dark on these. Excuse me. Here we go. So I've got an MS63, and they're both RB, red-brown, which is normal for woodies because you have that color difference. And the other is a much finer grain. It's gorgeous, and it is MS65. Yeah, now you're getting into, you know, some darn good coins, and this one is superior. Let's have a look at the little one. We have a starting bid on the MS63 of $36. Okay, this is $36. Where are you? And if I tilt that, you can see the distinctiveness of the coarse grain. That's actually on the holder, that spot. All right, yeah, you got two little. Where's the pick? There we go. You've got two spots here. One, and it changes as I change. So that's actually on the holder. All right, there it is. 1909. Great detail, real sharp and crisp, and that wonderful color. Opening bid is $36. On the reverse, it's the other way around. It's a dark spot, and see how it's linear in nature. That's again a feature of the wood grain. It has to do with the way they process the copper ingots. They roll them thinner and thinner and thinner, and it stretches out whatever these imperfections are. And so they're linear, and sometimes they don't really bond well, so you get laminations. Laminations and wood grain go hand in hand. We get a $36 starting bid. There we go. We'd actually sold this for $49, and that's our buy it now. But it wasn't paid for, so well, it's back up. Here it is. We got $36 so far. Let's show it up on the big screen. There we go. That one's a lot more. Here it is. MS63 red brown, Anax, 1909 VDB. Did we see the VDB? We should look at that. We're looking for 37 now. Scope. There, VDB. Sharp and clean. Can't miss it. And there we go. We got $36 for blues. We're looking for 37. 37 will take it. And 36 for a 63 is a darn good price. And with the wood grain, he's stealing this. Kevin says 38. We've got $38 as the bid. 49 is buy it now. That's what it went for last time. And to 1909 VDB. Why don't they have it up here? Shouldn't they have it up here? They've got it here. I suppose that's so we can, get to it quickly. I don't mind these holders with a angled top, because when you have them all together in a box, well, you can see what the heck it is without having to take it out. Blues at 40. 49 will steal it forever. 49 will close, but it's at $40 right now. And please let Lincoln know. Please let us know if you're out. It'll, we'll just go to the conclusion real quick. There's the back. Wonderful detail on this. A few contact marks is all that separates that from glory. But boy, the wood grain really sets it up. 43 for Kevin. 44 will steal it. 49 will end the debate. Blues is out. Looks like Kevin is going to get that for 43. If anybody else wants it, speak right now or forever hold your peace. Okay, let's see. 63 wood. And we're closing that one out. Kevin at $43. There you go. Make sure I get your email, Kevin Gross. And let's put that one away. Oh, Jeff W. is still in. We're still in the contention here. Keep them moving. Kevin at 46. Jeff W. at 45. Now, if you want to see what the next one comes out at, we're going to start the bidding at $80. 49. Jeff W. Gone. That's the buy it now. Jeff W. I sold that same thing twice for the same price. Different person. Okay. Whoa! The older you get, the more clumsy you get. Watch this one. Here's your chance to still get a pretty darn nice 1909 VDB with some fantastic wood grain. This is MS65, and it's hard to see the grain because it is this super fine grain. Let's have a look under the scope and you'll say, oh my God, I gotta have that. We have an $80 starting bid and a, where'd it go? $90 will buy it now. That's the grain we're talking about. It is this ultra fine grain. It covers the entire coin. It makes it very difficult to photograph because it's so fine. So let's zoom in. That might be a little too much. This is a gorgeous piece. That's the grain. Seriously, that's what you're looking at. This is an an ANX slab, one of their little soap bar slabs, 1909. The color goes across every bit of this coin. There's Liberty. You get his head. There ain't nothing wrong with this at MS65. We'll go look at the back in just a bit. We've got an $80 start bid. And that's why. That's the color you're looking at. Over here we got the deep cut end, so it's a type 2. And the VDB, if I can get the light on that just right, we'll see that. How about focus? There it is. 1909 VDB with this remarkable wood grain. $80, anybody? What's the grade on that? MS65. There's Jonathan Raymond. Good to see you. That is an Annex slab MS65 red brown. And it's red brown because of the grain. Honestly, if it weren't for the grain, that'd be a gorgeous coin. MS65 red brown. In an Annex, it's a soap bar holder. Here's your reverse. All the luster. That's a honey right there. Again, on the front, all the luster you could expect. Let me get some cartwheels on that. Let me get some focusing on that. $80? Nobody? Nobody today? Last call. We'll wrap that one right up. Okay. We're getting close to the end of the Ikes, or the end of the slabs. 1, 2. I've got 2 more slabs left. Lincoln, you here? Love it. Norway, no. That's how it works. Sorry. I don't want to single anybody out, but I can't service the entire globe. It's just me. Okay, I keep it simple. 74S, proof 69, deep cameo, 40% silver, a luscious, handsome, robust piece. If I can get that to focus. Okay, this would be a brown Ike. Where's that? Okay, the brown Ikes come in a brown box, right? They look like that. Ta-da! And they come from 71 through 74. So you got 4 different brown Ikes. Well, they take them out of the brown box, they put them into a slab and say, proof 69, deep cameo. Dude, that's about as, look at this. How far away am I? And you can see that, that contrast. Right about there kind of gets hard. There. Can you see that contrast? There's my entire arm. That's a proof 69 deep cameo. Oh, price. Proof 69. We're starting the bid at $25. And we're closing that out at $32. $25 a starting bid. And you will own it at $32. $25. Oh, Jesus. Stop it. There we go. Here's the reverse again. Deep cameo across the whole thing. Wonderful fields. It's reflective enough that you can make out the camera. There's no writing on the camera, which is too bad. $25 to start. Lincoln, if you're bidding, put bid. Or I bid. Looks like Lincoln wants it for 25. He's gotten a couple of these from me before. Rich says 25. Jonathan Raymond says 26. Oh, we're at 26. Jonathan Raymond is who I see with a 26. We get a little scuff here, right in front of his nose. Ooh, okay. It's gone. Never mind the scuff, it's lint. Might have been a bug or something. We're at $27. 32 buys it. Do you have any other Ike a little bit cheaper? Why, I have that one coming up. It's a 77S. It's not silver, the 77s. Lincoln is out. We've got Jonathan Raymond at 28. $32 closes this auction out. I've got 28 for Jonathan Raymond. There we go. And that's a silver 40%er. 29 for Rich H. You can almost, if I hold it up, here's my pen. I'm going to close the cap. And let's see how, let me get this mouse out of the way. One moment. There. You know how long a pen is. And can you see the reflection of the end of that pen in the coin? Just about. You can see some of it. Needs to stand out a little more. How about the side of that pen? Yeah. Can you see the writing on that pen in the reflection? Almost. Rich has it at 29. I've got a 74S Ike silver proof 69 deep cameo. $29 for Rich H. Going once, going twice. Okay, that's long enough. We got to move. We got 50 minutes before Ricer comes on. Trey, this one's a little easier. We got a $15 starting bid on the 77 Ike. Don't mind that in front of his nose. That's probably a touch of doo-doo on the slab. 77S Ike. It's clad. It's proof 69 deep cameo. Very sharp clad. Very sharp cameo. $15 to start. And $24 is the buy it now. We got some competition for you, Trey. Rich is saying, give me, I see Rich first. That's the 77. And they take them up to proof 70. They really do. But when you get to proof 70s on these, the count drops to a handful, and they go for hundreds and thousands. Honestly, the 74S and a proof 70 is going to cost you $1,200. Rich at 20. $24 is the buy it now on this. So there's still a little room to grab it. Trey is out. Rich H at $20. I mean, folks like us, we can afford the 69s, but the 70s get to be crazy, crazy prices. Rich at 20. Going once. John Claggett comes in at 24. Right after going once. And 24 is the buy it now price. John Claggett with the steal. There we go. John, I've seen you around many, many times. We've talked. Get a hold of me at this email address up beside my head, kpvlive.com, and just say hi, or I'm on the Ike, or give me a manifest, whatever you got, just so I have your email address so I can send you an invoice on that baby. Okie doke. That'll work out great. There's Joe. Where have you been? That finishes the Ikes and the slabs, and good Lord, there's plenty of them. We get an hour to kill. Let's kill it looking at this. Where'd that go? Here's a neat one. Mint sets. But these ain't just any old mint sets. This is a neat group. I got 14 different years in here. It is from 1994 to 1997. What's going on with this camera? Won't focus anymore. I'm going to have to shake that thing up. And it's in a binder. It's in a 3-ring binder. Eagle. There's nothing wrong with the binder. It's in great shape along the edges, the rims, the whole bit. And look, it's got these pages that hold mint sets. Kind of a neat thing. It's a 3D pocket. And they seem to be a stiff plastic in there. And you got 14 mint sets, the P and the D. So 28 of these. 14 mint sets, all of them from 84 through 97. Now the value of the mint sets, if sold separately and you add them all up, would be, where to go? I had it written down. I can't get to it. There's a pen. I got a blue. That thing's got to go. Okay. Yeah, all the sets together would be $90. Is that right? No, MS Val, $81 is what they would all be separately. We are starting the bidding at $70, which is a little less than value for the sets. And $90 takes the whole damn thing, and that includes the holder, the binder, the pocket pages here, all of it, and all 14 sets. And I've only looked at like the first 2 pages because I can't do it all. But this is interesting. Now you can fold them. See how they slide out? There's a stopper here, a stopper bar that's going to keep them from sliding out is the idea. But they might. This one wants to. Let's see if I can get that to move. There you go. It gets to here. And there's a little strip that stops it from sliding out all the way. But when you turn the pages, just hold them. It's not that hard. There's only 4 sets you have to move. $90 says Rich H. You're going to take it. Oh, one more thing before you finalize. This thing, because of its size and grandeur, is going to take the shipping up to $14. I'm going to get you a price. You got all the slabs plus this. We're going to make this work for the shipping. Gare says 91. Sorry, the bin was 90, and he's in the U.S. So we can stop that. There you go. Yeah, you're going to like this. It's got all of them. It does not have the 96 dime, but it's got everything else. You got the 87 half dollars. You can see they're actually right here. Yeah, this is really slick. But when you turn the pages, just hold them. Just give them that extra protection. It's cool. This is one of those cool things. and we'll make sure they get out to you. There we go. But the shipping is going to be a little hefty on that because of its size. It's the whole darn, look, it's the whole darn thing. There you go. That's what you're looking at. There's my hand. Yeah. All the sets are in there. It's slick. Let me record this now. And that was Rich H, is that right? Where'd you go? 90? Rich H. Okay, where are we here? We should be on these, oh, proof sets and mint sets. All right. I hunt for proof sets and mint sets, and I've got a buy and a sell price. And if I find the buy price, I buy it. And, well, the sell price is book. We're not going to get excessive. We're not going to get crazy on the selling price on these. We're not going to sell, you know, a 1972 proof set for $18. No, that's not right. Okay. What do we got? 1961. I picked up 3 of these silver proof sets, these earlies. And one of them turned out to have a double die dime, which I was pretty happy with. Now on these, I've got a little bit of play on the 61. That's this one. That's this one. There you go. On the 61, we have a starting bid of $23, which I consider to be market value. Thank you, Hidden. I consider $23 to be market value on the 1961 proof set, but I do see them going higher on occasion. So we got a $27 buy it now. So 23 starts, and that's Jonathan Raymond. And if you want to steal that, you can go to 27. But I consider 23 to be the value of this set right now. And there's some fluctuation with the Jonathan Raymond's going to take it. You got it. There's some fluctuation because it's of the silver content. You got the 90% Benjamin, the Washington quarter, and the diamond there. These will hold their own at $1 or $2 a piece. Sometimes you get them in really nice cameo, but it's hard to tell through the darn plastic. Okay, Jonathan Raymond at 27. 27 for Jonathan Raymond. Now make sure you send me your email address so I can get you this invoice here. And the next up is 1962. Same thing, $23 starting price, $27 buy it now. And I consider 23 to be the market value of this set. But some people really want them. They do have the original holders. Check this out. This has a price listed on it of $5.75. Inventoried on 3/18/82. Yeah, they don't care. They just write on it. Stop writing on your proof sets. Can't you? Rich says, I'll take that one. Let's see what you got. Here we go. That's a 1962. It's wonderful. It's splendid. It's sold. It's yours. And you have the proof. What do you call them? Ben Franklin, penny, the dime, the quarter, the half, and the little tin foil. Now the mint sets in these early years have a colored stripe at the top. So if you got a proof set and it's got a, you know, a colored stripe, no, you got mint state coins. This is the beast. It's correct. It's right, and it's going out to Rich. Let me get that back in the holder. Just right. Okay, there we go. 27 for Rich H. There we go. What do we got next? Oh, geez, you know those brown Ikes? They're pretty slick. Now they're proof. The blue Ikes, they call them a blue Ike because it's a blue envelope. These are uncirculated. I've got a 1972, $14. Take it, call it good. Great shape. Let's have a look at it. There it is. And we're going to put that under the scope. You can get these, and sometimes they're just riddled with little marks all over the darn thing. And that's a buy it now at 14, so Jonathan Raymond has this coming. There's a little bit of play on these. Sometimes you see them go for 15, 16. Okay, well, let's get a realistic value, and let's move these out. You can get them. Here's a scope, and it's in great shape. Sometimes they're just covered with nicks and scratches because they are uncirculated, and some of this will be on the plastic. There you go. And I've gone through and looked for stuff and found no stuff. There's some MD, mechanical doubling, as you can see, but you're in pretty good shape. Sometimes they're just chewed up. Okay, now here's a neat one. We got a little more play in this next one. We're going to start at $44. And it's a $56 buy it now. Okay, you ready? Watch this. 1971, 1972, all four, 1973, but a 1972 envelope, and 1974, all four blue Ikes, 71, 72, 73, which the coin is 73, but the envelope is 72. I don't know how they did that, honestly. And the 74. All four. This is a $44 starting bid and $56 take it now. And Kevin Gross says, give it to me. Okay. Oh, here it is. The 72. It says 72. But that's a 73. I swear it. So it's the wrong Ike. No, it's the right Ike and the wrong holder. And they're in wonderful shape, by the way. And these are 90%ers. And you got it for 56. So I'll make sure you get all those just right. Kevin Gross, 56. There we go. I'm gonna have to scroll back just a bit. Who got the 72? Gosh, Jonathan Raymond for 14. John Raymond. Yep, I'd lose my head if it weren't screwed on. Okay, we'll set that up here. I got too many cords in the desk. Got another one. $20. Take it. Done. This is the red Ike. I gotta get, hold on. Let me recorrect. Let me pause that. There. Okay, this is the red Ike. And the red Ike is an uncirculated 1976 S, 40% silver. Right? And plus it comes with a 40% quarter and the 40% half. $20, they don't last. Lincoln, is that did you buy it? Okay, yeah, you did. I see Lincoln, then Victoria. Lincoln gets it for 20. Lincoln, Victoria, I've got another one. I just happen to have two. I think I make $1 on these. I got them for 18, right? And they're good for 20 bucks. Sometimes you see them go for 23, 24. No, they're $20 packages. And PayPal's going to get like $1 for their fee. So I paid 18. I sell it for 20. I lose $1. I make $1 on these. Victoria, do you want this other one? If so, you can have it. Now this one does not have the cardboard surround. Thank you. My sister was born in 76. Okay, I'm going to write you another line here. There we go. Victoria Carter, do me a favor and send me an email so I can get an invoice to you. There is some shipping involved. It's $4 for shipping. Okay, 1976 red. No cardboard. Victoria Carter. 20. Oh, okay. So I make $1. I'm okay with that. I like to get them for cheaper than 18. Yep. These are the kind of thing you can find them for cheap sometimes, but they're tough. There's not a whole lot of room on the proof and mint sets. There's not a whole lot of room. We're going to put these two together. I got a 1984 here and 1986, and this is the P and the D, the regular mint sets, straight up. $14 is to buy it now. That's $14, one money, both sets, and it's all here. Let me put this up just a little bit. Already paid mine with extra. Thank you, Jeff W. Okay, you get your propaganda. Says what it is, how big it is, what it weighs. Okay, and the cellophane packages is 1984. Penny, nickel, dime, quarter. There's no dollars on these. They didn't make dollars in 1984. Okay, let me put that back in. And I put a card in between so they don't rub together. Blue says, gimme. And the 1986. So you got it, Blues. $14, gets them both. And this is them. The 86. They're sharp. Whoa. I have no grace. Get in. Okay, now if you want to put together, an uncirculated set, this is probably the way to do it. Sometimes you can get these things for, you know, for $2 for a set, but then you got to pay another 3 or 4 or 5 for shipping. The shipping is what kills these uncirculated sets, these mint sets. Honestly, 14 for blues. Some of these are, they go for $5. Okay. Black Ikes. You ready? Well, if Victoria doesn't have PayPal, she won't pay for it, and it'll be up in the next auction. So we'll go with that. Gare says, good night. Thank you, Gare. You went off some bargains because, I'm sorry, that's just the way it has to work for me. There are other sellers who will do international shipping. Hey, man, all the power to them. I'm just a man, and I'm just going to ship in the U.S. Okay, 1974. Yes, I have PayPal. God love you. Okay, 1974. The black packages. You have the black Ike. You got red, you got blue, you got browns, you got the reds or the blacks. And this is a clad. That's a 1974S clad proof. Plus the clad half, the clad everything else. And the real trick on these earlier proof sets before 77 is getting them with good cameo on the coins. Okay. The quarter's pretty close, but this is a bit softer here. The dime is mostly there. The half dollar is quite solid for a cameo, and the Ike is beautiful. What's the 74 running? This is $13. Buy it now for this set, and we'll have a look at the other side. And again, you're trying to get these solid cameos. And the quarter, this doesn't have it. It's mostly there, but it doesn't have a full cameo across that entire bird. The Ike is tight. Ain't nothing wrong with that Ike. That's the big coin in that set. The nickel's wonderful. Nothing wrong with the penny. The dime is meh. It's meh. But the Kennedy, yeah, that's a solid cameo on these. Buy it now is $13. Yep, you got to live in the U.S. I'd love to have Gare win the big show, really, but I'm not going to ship anything overseas. I'm just not going there. Still a lovely set. Yeah, it is. And you can break these things open, but these black Ikes, these are impossible to break open. You're going to screw these things up trying to get them out. Some people get them, and they finish up their Kennedy sets or their Ike sets or whatever. I think I've taken in more information today than I have in quite some time. My brain hurts. Give it a good squeeze. Yeah, that'll work. Joe Durbin's going to take that one home. There you go. 13 for Joe Durbin. That's a black Ike. Another thing on these older proof sets, the boxes take a pounding sometimes. So, well, there it is. The boxes neither add nor detract, but people do like good boxes. 1976 proof set, $10. Buy it now. And you have the Type $2, so it was made in 1976. There it is. And you have the 1976 penny, and the 1976 nickel, and the 1976 dime, and everything else is bicentennial. These are clads. $10 on that one. Victoria Carter, you're going to take it away. You got it. Yep. And look, you can take these things and just fold them up. They stay upright on your desk, so you show all your friends. And then it gets covered with dust and stuff, and you got to wipe it off, and you end up getting all these streaks. And oh, screw it, just leave it in the box. 1976. There, you got the clad and you got the silver. Victoria. That's $10. Victoria Carter. Now, when you get about 2 to 3 sets, you can run heavy on the shipping. But right now, I think we're going to be good. 88 is next. Where are you? There you go. The 88s, most of the 80s, these sets are, $5 a piece. There you go. Not a whole lot in it. Penny, nickel, dime, quarter, and half dollar. $8 a piece. No, excuse me. $5 a piece. You get a little bit of hazing coming in on that quarter. I'm going to put that up for $5. There it is. It's a good starter set to get into the proof sets. I had to refresh. I'm right here, man. Okay, 1988, $5. Can you make money on a $5 proof set? Not a whole lot. I'll probably make more on that red proof set. $5 bid, says Lincoln. It's out the door. That's a buy it now. We're at 8:30. Jeez, we gotta hurry. We got a half an hour left till Riser comes on. Okay, that's sold. All right, the next one. All three. 96. 97. 98. Right? 96. Silver. 97. Silver. 98. Silver. I'm going to combine these two together here. Let's see. Alright, we start the bidding at $98. You get all 6 proof sets. Let's see if we can do this right. 98 clad and 98 silver. 97 clad, 97 silver. The 96 clad, 96 silver. The silver sets all by themselves, 3, 4, 5, 6, 70, 80, probably $82 all by themselves. And these little fellas over here are $30 all by themselves. Well, we're starting at $98 and you take all 6. Mind you, your shipping on this is going to jump to $8. Let's look at these. On the silver proof sets, you have 90%, dime, quarter, and half dollars. There they are. Nickels, normal. Pennies, normal. And the later 90s, they go better. The big winner on this is going to be, where is it? The 97 silver proof set is probably good for $33 all by itself. The 96, that's probably a $26 set right there. There we go. Let's look at the next one. Have you got your silver Kennedys for the late 90s? Okay, 97 set. Sharp, crisp, clean. Not a thing wrong with the holder. There's a quarter, dime, all 90%. 97, yeah, these are shiners. And your nickel and stuff. Well, after 78, they really didn't they got their act together, and they really didn't have any hard time making the darn things cameos. There's that awful camera. No, wait, this is the good camera. That's the Paula cam. $98 starting bid. And we can keep on moving. You like silver, don't you, Lincoln? $98 takes all 6. So far. Anyone? Because we'll move on. And you have the normals. That's a 97. Sharp as a tack. Bid is closed. Okay, we're going to move on. Hey, we still got them, folks. If you can't live without them, let me know. I got an email. There we go. We'll move right along. Okay. What? Oh, I got 2 left. I actually had multiples on the 98 proof set. What the heck is that? $13 takes the 98 proof set. Crystal clear, sharp as ice. Sharp as ice? No, clear as ice, sharp as a tack. $13 takes the entire set. And it's that half dollar that's the prize in that set. Buy it now is $13 on the 98 proof set. And if you like, I'll give you a choice. You know, which one you want better. And you're going to find it there. equally superior. They're sharp and tight. Maybe you can find a flaw. Rich for 13. Where'd you go? 98 PS. Rich 13. Okay. This has a mark in the box. Maybe you'd probably like that box, because it doesn't have a mark on it. I'll send you the one without a mark. Way to go, Rich. Later, Hidden. We'll see you later. Okay. No mark. And I gotta find out what this came out of. Jeez. It is so hard to keep the paperwork with the proof sets, isn't it? It falls out. Okay, last one is a 2011. I got a couple searches on for several proof sets. The 2011, I put these out. I've been doing it at $32. Where is it? It's not on the freaking list. There it is. Well, this one I got for a little bit better than normal. I've got this available for $30. The book says $33. And okay, look, some dunce opened this end. Well, I can't find my glue, or I'd glue that up. Yeah, they got one end is glued up, and the other one has a tab where you can just, open up and get them out. But it's great shape. 2011 proof set. The box is great, but they open the one end. You get the piece of paper. You get all three of the slabs here. Brown, it's clad. Now the red or black, you're looking at silver. Okay, you get the presidents. There you go. Who do you got? Andrew Johnson, U.S. Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, and James Garfield. My favorite 4 presidents for sure. Souls were rich. There you go. You got all those. All the state quarters. Gettysburg, Glacier, Vicksburg, Chickasaw, and Olympic. And then you have all these stuff right here. There you go. See the way the laser engraving has changed it, so those cameos are just nuts. But they're just about pixelated the way the laser does it. Okay, there, $30, you got it. How much time we got? We got 23 minutes. 2011 Rich H. Got it. Okay. EB. Yep, we got the early bird, the buffaloes, right? 10 buffaloes and the folder, $14. Don't forget that one. You got the, where'd that go? Canadian pennies, $2 a roll. Get as many as you like, but we're going to work out the shipping on that. There was another early bird. There, don't forget these. The early bird. No, really. Watch. You have the sleeve, you have the box, you have the paperwork, and you get a little bald eagle, baby birds. That's the wrong side. Baby birds, baby birds. Come on, sing it. You know the words. There it is. These are $19. There are eight more available. So if you're gonna have those, now's the time to yell. Okay, because they're gonna go back to the regular price of $20 later. And they are immaculate. Everything is immaculate on these. I was quite impressed. There's not a nick, not a bump, not a scratch, not a mark. The corners are right and tight all the way around. Nothing wrong with those. Rich H, you're gonna have one. Eagles, that's number 4. Rich H. Yep. I will take Bald Eagle 2 of them, please. Joe Durbin. I get Jeff for 2. Ronnie Joe for 1. Rich for 1. Number 5 and number 6 is Joe. Is that right? And Paula gets 1. That's 7. Yep. There are 3 more available. 3 more. Probably two. I'd like to stick one in the big show because they're really cool. Anyone else? There are 3 available, 8, 9, and 10. Way to go. Yeah, you'll like these. They're pretty. They're slick. Alden Davis. He's either taking one or bidding one. Alden Davis is going to get one. Alden, make sure you send me your email. And we saw one was Kevin Gross. There is one remaining. There is one remaining. And only one. Kevin Gross wanted 19. He wanted 19. I've only got... I can get you one. Yeah, we got it. Okay, let's move on. Where was it? Now we got the little box. And we got 20 minutes left. I've totally failed as a human. Coin Seminar Weekends. Did you see all the stuff we're doing for Coin Seminar Weekend? You got to see this. You got to see this. No, those are clad. Those are clad proofs. They made 110. Thought I wrote it down. 110,000 of them. I swear I wrote it down. Yeah, they got a mintage of about 110,000. Not so many, especially compared to some of the modern proofs. Hey, I'm going to take a moment and run through this while we can. Bill Betts, did you send this in? Somebody sent this in. I think it's Blues, but he says no, so I'm thinking it's probably somebody with a B in their name. So did Bill Betts send this in? We're putting this into the package for the seminar weekend. Didn't show up that I was streaming at all. Well, I don't actually get my own notifications. Click that little bell. I got a few more coins left for auction, but I want to get this so we'll get a good look at what's going on. Rice is going to start up the Coin Seminar weekend in 20 minutes, and I'm going to get you that link when it's time. We got 2 copper rounds coming out. One's got the shield with the eagle. The other has the dinosaur. There he is. Just before the... He's actually looking because he hears... What's that noise in the sky? Huh? Oh, it's a... Look. Oh, asteroid. And everything went on fire. Okay, we got an Ike, a 1974 S clad. Right, so that's a black Ike. Proof. There is a stunning, I think this was an estate sale. It's a 2018 Eagle. That's going in. And one person is going to win all of this. All the channels have been issued clues. Most of them got back to me and said, got it. Right, we got a 1 ounce Libertad that Paula sent in. This is a gorgeous coin. Wonderful. Got a great little holder. We've got a Krugerrand here. And who sent that in? Bill Betts. God love him. Anyway, one person is going to win all these just by watching the Coin Seminar weekend programs and taking notes of all the clues that they're going to hand you. Every show is going to give you a clue. They might write it down. They might post it on the wall. They might flash it. They might just say, your clue is whatever the heck their clue is. And the more clues you have, the better your chances of winning. And we're going to give this stuff away Monday night. So be ready for it, okay? Get those clues. Watch the shows. If you miss a show, you still have a chance to catch that show right before it expires. Flash it. Win this. There you go. Or, hell, bid on this. Bid on this little girl. Here's a pretty little girl. It's a pretty little girl. It's a pretty worn out little girl. This girl's been passed around. She's circulated. She's used. It has corrosion, right? Fully round. I think it's been polished. It's an 1804. There you are. It's a draped bust half cent. And it's a train wreck. We're going to start the bidding at $25. And at $30, it's sold. It's out the door. It is corroded. You see the pitting everywhere. Looking at the finish of it, I think it's been through a tumbler. It strikes me as a coin that somebody dug and then cleaned. It's consistent with that. The date, yeah, it's 1804, but it is barely legible, and I can't tell. Is that a crosslet 4 or a plain 4? I don't know. It's that far gone. But you have the full outline here, a full profile. $25 a starting bid. And it's a draped bust, half cent. Wore out, baby. Wore the bejesus out. But you see the fine polish. That's smooth. That's been smoothed over. Okay. Well, still they're kind of slick. You see it? Yeah. Oh, there's a 4 there. There's no question about that. You can make out the 4, but does the end of the 4, does it have a crosslet or not? If we can get that to focus, I'd be so darn happy. See the way the light fully bounces off. I think it's been through a polisher. Come on. Oh, come on. Focus. Can't you? Why? Why do... Jesus. Come on. I'm losing my mind over here. $25 a starting bid. And that's a half cent from way back. And nope, I cannot get that. There. Half cent. Now I'll flip it over so we can try to see the date. Corroded, pitted. I've never offered one of these at a $25 starting price. 1804. No problem with the date. You can tell it's an 1804. It's identifiable. And this will get details grade. $25 a starting bid. Do we have it? Because we got more stuff, babies. Ooh, let's pull out the next stuff. Yep, that's out. This is gone. We're going to keep on moving. I got 2 Canadian pennies. Yeah, just a penny. Oh, but look at this one. Look at the luster on this one. We got some original brilliance and red shine all around the outer edges and in some of the devices. What's the date? This is a 1920, the last of the large cents. This may be the last one they made in 1920 before they went to the little ones. I would, but I'm broke. Well, it's still around. Nobody's bid on it. Okay, this one is, I give it AU. Okay, we're going to put that under the scope so you can see exactly why I say AU. Here it is. Look at the brilliance and luster on that. And that's cartwheel. And it's upside down. Okay. What's this is stuck to me here? The holder. Let's put her in. There it is. Here it is. Okay, look at these jewels. Look at the jewels. They're real sharp. Okay, in the center, I've got everything you want. I got, where's my stick? There. These are separate. Every bead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clear, crisp. I got the center of the crosses showing. Right here on the lower bar, I've got just a touch of wear. Just a touch. On the ear, just a kiss of wear. Mustache, just a kiss. Oh, opening bid. I wrote it down. Oh, let's see. Canadian 1920. Yeah, it's out of order. No opening bid. $7 buy it now. $7. Amy, is that a good price? Amy will tell you. There we go. What you got? Look at it's this orange fire all the way around. Joe Durbin is who I see right here hidden. I see Joe Durbin with $7. Look, I get a little splash of color in here. Joe Durbin gets it. That's what I see. Okay. Whoa. Is Amy here? I think Amy left us. 1920. Let's look at the back. Make sure you're not getting screwed. Has a little bit of graininess. Mike Badger, where is the bear and the bow they talk about in the grading of this coin? Bear and bow. Bear and bow. There's your bow. Bear? What the hell's the bear? Dude, that's the first I've heard that term. Was there a bear here? See a bear? Maybe that's a bow. That's kind of a bow. I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. Amy left. She's probably out there shoveling. Poor thing. Okay, we have the 1920 sold at $7 to Joe. Okay. Hidden, if you want dibs on this one, you got it. Where is this one? 19... See, it's out of order. I get the 1920 second and the 1916 first. This is a 1916, also AU, and you can't see it. Home. We got 10 minutes. Okay, this is solid brown, but it still has some cartwheel to it. It's pretty darn good shape. This is an AU, almost uncirculated, 1916. Hidden, if you want this at $8, it's yours. A beard instead of bear? That might be it. You got dibs on this if you want it. Let's look at the back. Let's go. There, 1916. This one's upside down. Pass. You got it, baby. We're going to look around here. This is $8 for a 1916 and almost uncirculated. And let's go look at the bear here in just a minute. Bear and bow. I'm going to put it upside down here. Where are you? Where? There it is. Okay, right here. Just missing that center bit. Just a bit of wear right across here. Right? I've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but the top two I'm kind of running in. Let's see, beard. There's a mustache, just a little bit flat there. Where is the bear? I have no idea, but there's the bow. Bear. You got me, man. I bet you it's something on one of these medals. Or what's his coat made out of? Is that bear? Joe's going to take it. You got it, baby. $8 for Joe Durbin. Ta-dum. Seriously, get a Canadian coins that has all the jewelry all the way across. Okay, we gotta hurry. We gotta hurry. Steal it. Where is it? 1943. Darn nice, except for that piece of lint. $8. Now I've got several of these, dude. If you gotta have a gorgeous steel, let me take it out of the holder. If you need a gorgeous 1943, that's a Philly steel cent. Let me blow away the cat here. Right, I've got them. Now I've got a couple of them that are spotty. They go for $5. Right, and you'll see the spots. Believe me, those lines, those aren't scratches. Those are polishing marks. That's a 1943 steel. No rust. Absolutely wonderful. I would dare say this would probably get MS64 at the very least. I've got a little contact on his nose here, but I've got, you know, several of these if you want them. That's not a scratch. That's a polish mark behind his head. Splendid. You got to see this under the big camera. Find marks. Watch this. If this doesn't do it for you, that's a steel penny. You done buying for the night? Well, I about took your whole paycheck, Jeff. We're going to finish this up with the other side. We got 7 minutes left. So I think we're going to call it right here. That's what a steel penny should look like. Screaming hot, cartwheel luster, almost a blue-gray. Okay, that's an ooh-la-la. Yep. Let's finish up there. Okay, if you have your total and you know it, you know, we've probably done business before. You know what the shipping is going to be. If it's over a pound, it's going to go to $8, right? If it's less than a pound, we're doing $4. And if I am raping you on shipping, I'm going to send a refund. But it looks like the shipping is probably going to be, you know, 3.5 to 4, almost every single time. There's a few people that get one item and they live close, and the shipping's not going to be too bad. Clap your hands. Oh, we got. Oh, you can hear this on Ricer's stream. I think he's got the same darn thing. There's applause. If I threw a whole bunch of walnuts at a shed, Would it sound just like that? Okay, there it is. Yeah, kind of a thing. If this is the first time you've ordered from me, get a hold of me on email and say, hey, this is my email, because that lets me get an invoice to you. Make sure when you pay with PayPal, make sure your shipping address is up to date. I've had some things go to a wrong address, and oh God, we're gonna sort that out. One thing, I had a package go last week, and the guy's address was up to date, but it went to his former address that he hasn't used in a couple of years. And PayPal gave me the former address from a couple of years ago. He's going to drive 40 miles to go find his package. What? Work with me. Try to give me the best information possible. What are you trying to say, Ken? Just update your information. And even if you do update it, it doesn't mean PayPal's doing right. Maybe one of their servers is shut down and they had to open up another one and it's got older information. Do what you can, man. We used to throw walnuts at the horses. We did mud balls and turkeys. We had this one white turkey. Well, actually, Angus, my cousin Angus. I talk about him all the time. He's just nothing but bad news. He spent half his life in prison, stealing cars or God knows what. But they had this white turkey, right? And all the chickens and cows and pigs and ducks and geese. But that turkey was all white, big, fat. Look, you get Angus and Warren, who could eat a cow. And you got Vicky, Donna. Is there another one? No, that's all of them. Aunt Judy, Uncle Clyde, Aunt Ruth. Any more? No, that's all of them. And, you know, it was a big farm. They grew a lot of their food. Dude, it was wonderful. They always had good food. And Aunt Judy ate good. Seriously. You could tell. Because she had one of them butts you could set a lamp on. But anyway, they had this turkey. And Angus said, look, we got some mud. Let's throw some mud at that turkey. And we just got into it, man. That poor thing. We almost killed it. Smack him in the head. Poor thing. Stop messing up that turkey. We're going to have him for Thanksgiving. Aunt Ruth comes running over. She's throwing mud balls at us. Okay, we learned real quick. Duck. Okay, I bought from you before. I'll just send payment. If you know your total, go ahead. If it's not right, I'll get back together with you. How much should I add for shipping? Rich, for you, I've got to get with you on that. We've got the album, and we've got probably 2 of these blue boxes. If I can make it fit in a large, that'll be $18.50, I think. But I don't think I'm going to make that fit in a medium long box, because I got 2 different medium-sized boxes. I don't think I can make it fit in that. I can try it. So I'll get with you on that. My dad used to call my mom's family reunions eating contests. A lot of times. Ken, will you invoice me? Absolutely, Joe. I sure will. Kevin, total, please, and shipping priority, please. Yep. Make sure I get your email, and I'll get those invoices. I'll be putting those together tonight and getting them out. Email him, Joe, and request an invoice. I know I got Joe's. Joe's easy. I just type in Joe, and it pops up. But some folks, I type it in. Let's see, I'll type in, you know, Jerry. No. Okay. Smith. No. Jerry Smith. No. Because it's not his real email is flowers and bunnies to you. What? It's tough. Make sure I know what your name is, what your screen name is, what your real name is, what your PayPal email is. Put it all together. Ricer's coming on in 1 minute. There, Lincoln has the link up. I'm going to post it also. Let's see, there's Ricer. I'm going to copy. How do I do this? Copy link address. This should work. Get over and watch Ricer. I think that'll work. That might work. Go with Lincoln's link first. Chances are that's going to work. Have you bid against Joe? He's not Joe's tough. Dude, Joe's a machine at bidding. Okay, guys, I want to thank you for stopping in. We're going to probably have a next sale starting on Saturday mornings around, 10 or 11 o'clock. Doing our thing. We had some good battles. There you go. Okay, guys, Coin Seminar Weekend is coming. Get in there. Get those clues. Win Take this from me. It's on my desk. Help me clean my desk off. It's a link. Go with Lincoln's link. There we go. And good luck to everybody. Thank you very much, and stay groovy.